Welcome everyone to Bonifab Custom. My name's Rob, and today I'm going to be showing you how to copper plate some Damascus to make a really cool effect. Let's get right into it. So let's look at the simple things you're going to need. The main ingredient is we're going to need this root destroyer, and this you can find at your local hardware store, Amazon. It's really inexpensive. It's blue crystals inside, so we're going to need that. We're going to need some distilled water. Now it depends on how much you want to make or what kind of batch or how big of a thing you want to plate. You need a ratio of 50:1, so 50 parts water and 1 part root destroyer, root killer. You're going to need a 12-volt battery. Now this one here I just stole from my wife's car. She won't notice until tomorrow morning, I guess. And I just have some alligator clips that I can hook onto the knife. I have this other copper, which is basically a copper tube for plumbing, and I squashed it down, made sure it's clean. I'm going to be using that for the positive side of my copper plating. Next, I need something to plate. I have this Damascus knife, and on the back of it, I actually put a piece of copper so I can get a good contact there. Then you're going to need some sort of jar or something that's going to hold the copper powder or the root killer and the water mix. And I just have this really simple glass container that I got from IKEA. I would recommend using glass and not anything metal because it's going to cause or affect the copper plate. Okay, so very simple. Let's get right into how we're going to do this. Okay, so I have my mixture done, and just a little tip: when you're going to mix the root killer with the distilled water, I like to heat up the water almost to a boil, and then put in the root killer with the water and then agitate it. Just makes it easier to melt those crystals. So the next thing I want to do is I want to put my positive lead in with onto my copper part here, and I'm just going to have that put in there. I'm going to take my positive lead and attach that there. And I'm going to take my knife, and this doesn't take long at all, but the longer you leave it in, the thicker the plate. So let's attach my negative on here, make sure it's on there properly, and let's put it into the mixture. Now try not to touch the other side, the opposite side, which is the positive side, while it's inside there. I'm just going to agitate it a little bit, and I'm going to take it out and just take a look. And you can see there's a nice plating on there right now. I'm going to put it in there for a little bit longer. Just make sure I agitate it. And I've also done this with a car battery charger. It does work also. So you don't have to take the battery out of your wife's car. Okay, so I got a little bit more of an even coat on there. Take it out, look at it again. Okay. And really just takes like a minute to do. But let's just see if I put it in there for a little bit longer, a little bit thicker, because I do want to rub some of it off. I do want to have that Damascus look behind, so I just want it kind of as an accent. Okay, so let's take a closer look. You can see it's kind of polishing up the knife, just in where the copper plated it, and that's all I want. And again, I might have to put it in there again, just to put a little bit thicker of a coat where I want it. Let's take a look. Now that's pretty cool, and it stays on there. It's a pretty nice coating on there. You can see it had a really cool effect to it. So now I have the look I want with it scraped off, and you can see this stuff stays on pretty good. Doesn't scratch off that easily. And it only goes into certain crevices, and that's what I want. I just want that kind of that weathered look with the copper. So now to seal that in there, I'm going to put on some boiled linseed oil. And I'll spread it in there and leave that to dry. And we'll come back to it and take a look at it. So as you saw in the close-up video, that copper plating came out really nice and added a real nice effect to the Damascus. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments below or reach out to me at bonifabcustom@gmail.com. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and push that button for notifications for more videos like this one.